Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I thought it would be fun to do a little cover versus cover where I will select a book and talk about two different covers and see what one I prefer. So let's just get right into it. So first off, we are going to start with Love and Other Words. This one has had quite a few different covers, but the two that I'm going to go with today is the orange one with like the string with the letters on it, and then like the newest cover, which is like the white one with like loads of different references. Now I feel like this one is pretty self-explanatory of what one I'm going to choose personally, and that is the white one, and that's because it has loads of references to the book, and it has like the book on it, like the house, a coffee, books, like it has all those references to the book. It's also just more aesthetically pleasing compared to the orange one where it just has the string. I feel like there's no reference to or much reference to the book itself. Then we have the Some I Turn Pretty. Again, this one has had so many different covers, but the cover that I'm going to talk about is the one with people on it. This one personally isn't for me, and I feel like it's because this isn't who I picture when I read the book, especially since the TV show came out. And also with people on the covers, I like to picture what the people look like myself with the description that is described in the book, not who is on the cover. So this one just isn't for me. Now compared to the other cover with like, it's so simple, just has the writing with shells on it, I feel like this one fits the vibe better, is more aesthetically pleasing. It explains what the book is about a little bit more. It shows that it's more of like a beachy read. I don't know, I feel like I would definitely, like, even though I've read the book, but if I didn't read the book, I would pick this one over this one. Then we have Lessons in Chemistry. Now again, this one has a lot of different covers, but the one that I'm going to talk about is kind of UK versus USA. So we have the cover that's just plain orange or like red with like the blue writing. This one just seems really plain to me. I don't know why, compared to this one where it has the 4 different colours: blue, yellow, red, green, and I feel like it represents like the year that it's based in a lot more as well, especially with like the woman holding the TV. The UK one is more aesthetically pleasing to me personally, but I do also see why people would like simple one with like the woman on it, because it does represent the power of women, which is like what the book represents. Then we have the Off-Campus series. Now again, this one has had loads of different covers, but the one that I'm going to talk about is the series with like normal people on the cover, like the original cover of it, because there was covers before this, but like the covers that the series got popular with. Now these covers I do personally like. I don't know if that's just because that is how I found the series, I'm not sure. They are very simple, but I do feel like they're not really aesthetically pleasing compared to the newer ones that have cartoon covers. I do enjoy a cartoon cover personally, and I don't know, I feel like the cartoon covers show what the book's about a little bit better, because you can see that they are hockey romances, whereas with these covers you would never guess that they're hockey romances at all. So I do feel like the cartoon ones represent what the book is about more. There's the characters on there, they're more of like a pastel colour as well, so I feel like they are more aesthetically pleasing colour wise. Yeah, I'll definitely say the new covers are better. Then we have Magnolia Park's Universe, and this is the original cover, and I absolutely love these covers. They are so aesthetically pleasing, they have so much detail to them. Like if you look very carefully, each item represents something within the book. Compared to the new covers, I don't know why it got changed from this to this personally. I really don't like these covers. I feel like they don't represent anything, or well, they obviously represent something. They represent like more of the rich family side type thing, but to me represents nothing. It represents everything, you know. Not aesthetically pleasing, very aesthetically pleasing. I don't know why it got switched. Personally, really don't like this one. Then we have the ACOTAR series, and with this series again, it's had so many different covers, but I'm talking about the original one of this, where it has the half a woman on the cover with like the writing in the middle. Then we have like a shadowy picture of a tree and like the thorns going across. I do really like this one. I feel like there is a lot of detail within it, but then I do also really like the cover now, where it's kind of like really simple and it represents the creature that you have in the beginning of the book. And I don't know, I really like them both. But I love the detail in this one, but then I like the simplicity of this one. If I had to go for a cover, I'd probably say the original one, just because like I said, there's more detail to it and there's a lot more to it, and it's more like aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I do really like the original one as well, so that will was a hard one. Then we have Quicksilver. So the original cover is this, and I personally really love this cover. I know that the author got a lot of backlash on this cover, but me personally, I really love it. And I'm someone that doesn't really like people on the cover, like real people, but this isn't a real person obviously. But really like this one. I feel like it says a lot about the story in its simplest way compared to the new one. And I feel like this one is just way too basic for me personally. And like I said, I know the author's getting a lot of backlash about both of them. Me personally, I love the original one. There's a lot more to it. I'm not someone who loves a basic cover with pretty much nothing but writing on it. I wouldn't pick up this book if I'd found it with this cover. Never would have. It's too boring for me personally. For the original one all the way. So that was just a nice quick video. I thought it would be fun, and obviously I'm trying to catch up with bookmas. Comment down below your opinions. I'd be really interested to know what covers you would prefer. But thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave this emoji if you're watching to the end, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye.